I'm Lisa. Thank you for joining me today. Today in this yoga session, we are going to be focusing on the shoulders and neck, upper back. It's an area where we really do need extra attention these days with all the computer work that we do and sitting, and our posture is bad. So this is an excellent practice to just work some looseness into that area and keep you limber. So let's begin by sitting up tall and taking some deep, deep breaths. And now maybe some gentle movement with the head, just side to side. Maybe a little nod down and up, like yes and no. Let's do the no, side to side. Just moving it around and getting it a little loosened up, getting ready for the practice. Again, ear to ear. And nodding yes. And shaking the head no. We'll say no. Tight muscles in the neck and shoulders today. And now bring the head back to the center. And let's start with some shoulder rolls. Just some big shoulder rolls. As you come forward, you're rounding the back a little. As you take the shoulders back, you're pushing the chest out and squeezing those shoulder blades together. Really make use of the movement as you go through the circle. Taking your time, big, big circles. Nice. Very good. Beautiful stretches. As you come back around to center, you're going to reverse it. Let's take it back, up, forward, and down. Back, up, forward, and down. Keep going. Very nice. Keep taking deep breaths. Give that body the air and oxygen that it wants. And now as you come back to center, keep it still. Bring your hands up behind your head and press those elbows back. Press them back. And now let's bring the elbows together, head down. Gentle stretch in the back of the neck. Don't pull on the neck. Don't pull on the head. Bring it up and stretch the elbows back. And bring the elbows toward each other and head down. Gentle, gentle stretch. Bring it up. Remember these stretches when you're working at your computer during the day, especially those who sit for long hours at the computer. These are excellent, excellent to do throughout the day. Take 2 minutes and do a couple of these. And one more time down. And one more time back. Really press it back. Feeling those shoulder blades squeezing together. Excellent. Now bring the arms down and let's take ear to shoulder. Don't squeeze the shoulders up. Let the shoulders relax and just let the ear drop toward the shoulder. Feeling that stretch in that straight side. Bring it up in other side. And again, up and to the other side. And up and other side. Now, while you're here, take your opposite hand and stretch it out to the side. Take your other hand, put it on top of the head, and let the weight of the arm, weight of that hand, just give a little extra stretch in that neck. Make sure that you're not doing any hard pulling. You don't want to hurt your neck. Just let the weight of the arm do the work. Really kind of stretching that hand toward the floor. And bring it up. And change sides. Bringing the opposite hand out to the side. Other hand up on the ear and gently let the weight add extra stretch to that neck. This should feel good. This should feel like a good stretch. If you're feeling pain, you need to release and back off a little. Remember to always modify if you feel uncomfortable or pain, especially in any pose. And bring it up. And now let's take the right arm out front and bring it across the body, reaching up, taking hold with the left hand, and just gently hug it in towards your body. Hugging that arm in, feeling a stretch in the shoulder. Again, don't scrunch up the shoulders, let the shoulders relax, but just pull that arm in towards your body as if you're giving it a good hug. Excellent. Good, good stretch for the shoulder. Very nice. And release. And this time take the left arm out and bring it in across the body, gently hugging with that right hand, hugging the arm into the body. Feeling that in that shoulder, that left shoulder. We really want to take care of these shoulders and necks. They carry a lot for us every day, and they deserve our attention. Nice, and release. Bring the hands to the knees, sit up tall, and let's do a few more shoulder rolls. Forward, up and back, forward, up and back. And one more, and let's reverse it. Nice. Loosening up the shoulders, the back, the neck, giving it a little extra room to move. Couple more. Nice, very good. Now you can turn to the side on your mat. Stretch the legs out, sit up tall, spine straight. Bring the arms up and inhale. And then exhale as you bend forward, hinging at the hips. Not an arch yet, but hinging at the hips. Bring it forward. Touch, put your hands wherever you feel comfortable reaching. Take a deep breath in. And let's exhale and now just round the back over the legs. Wherever you land is right. You may lay all the way down on your legs or you may barely touch. Either way is okay. Remember, this practice is yours, not the person next to you or anyone else. The practice is yours. Make it work for your body. Excellent. Feeling that back just stretching out a little bit. And now bring it up. And let's come onto our hands and knees. The knees are directly below the hips. The hands are directly below the shoulders. Feet extended onto the mat. The knees are about hip width apart and you're engaging your core. But we're going to start cat-cows and we're going to let that belly drop. Let the back arch and chin up. Inhale. And exhale as you bring the chin to the chest. You arch the back like a cat. Push up out of your shoulders and let that back round as much as it can. Very good. Very good stretch. And again, drop the belly. Try not to drop down into the shoulders here. You want to kind of stay up out of your shoulder girdle. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale, drop it down. And exhale, chin to chest, round the back. Let's do a few more of these at your pace. Just working through, inhaling. And exhaling when you round the back. And one more all the way through. And when you've completed that round, come back to a flat back. Let's bring our toes together and bring our knees out to the edge of the mat. Bring your hands forward and pull your body back into child's pose. Lowering the forehead to the floor, feeling that stretch in the arms. This is an excellent place to come back to at any point during the practice that you need a little break or you're just feeling like you need to come back to a safe place. Child's pose is an excellent place to return to at any time. Please feel free to do so. And now let's bring it back up to hands and knees. Knees back in under the hips. Tuck your toes under and come up into down dog, downward dog. Pressing back, elbow creases forward. Feeling that stretch in the back of the legs. Excellent stretch for the backs of the legs. And now let's gently, slowly walk it out. One leg bent at a time and feel that extra stretch in the back of that straight leg. Very good. Excellent. And keep both legs still. Stretching it out. And then let's very slowly begin to walk the feet toward the front of the mat. When you arrive at the front of the mat, make sure your feet are hip width apart and you are in forward fold. Just let the body hang in front of the legs. Feel your legs strong, supporting you. Your toes, your weight is evenly distributed on your feet. And let's slowly bring it up, rolling up slowly. And inhale, arms up overhead. And as you exhale, bring the arms down into cactus pose. Arms bent, shoulder blades pressing together, and inhale it up. And again, cactus pose. Feeling those shoulder blades squeezing toward each other. Inhale it up. And now sweep it down into forward fold. Now we're going to bring it up halfway. Flat back. Back down, forward fold. And roll it up slowly. Inhale up. And exhale, forward fold. Now plant your hands and let me just say right here that you can use blocks in this next pose if this is more comfortable for you. I will show you with and without. So hands on the floor, and we're going to take the right foot back into a lunge, dropping the hips. Now bring the knee down into low lunge. So you can stay on your hands here. You want to have your knee above your ankle. You do not want your knee to be extended out over your toe to protect the knee joint. You're going to feel this in the front of your right leg, this leg that's back. In the hip flexor, there where the leg and the hip meet. Good stretch there. And again, I will show you, you can use the blocks here. If this is more comfortable for you, please feel free. And now tuck the toes, come up into high lunge, and bring your leg forward, back to forward fold. Bring it up into a halfway lift, and forward fold. And slowly roll it up, inhaling, and exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. Hands on the blocks or on the floor. And we're going to take the left leg back. High lunge. Remember, you want to keep your knee over your ankle in this front leg. Bring the knee down in the back. And feel that stretch in the front of that hip flexor on the left leg. Very good stretch. Very nice. Now tuck the toes, come back up into high lunge, and bring that foot forward. Forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. Roll it up slowly. Core is engaged. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. And this time you can again take the block or your hands on the floor. Take your right leg back into high lunge and stay in high lunge this time. And from here, we're going to come up to the leg, or you can stay on your block or on the floor, whatever works best for you. Now bring the arms up, inhale, and exhale, cactus arms. Strong, strong legs. Bring the arms up, inhale, and bring them down. Now drop that back knee and sit back and straighten this front leg, feeling the stretch in the back of this front leg. Remember to breathe. Remember to take deep cleansing breaths. Excellent. Very good. Bring it forward. Come up on the toes and step it forward. And let's do that again on the left side. Left leg back. High lunge. Staying in high lunge, or you can go down to low lunge if this is not accessible to you. You can stay here, or you can come up to the leg. Strong legs. You can stay here, or you can inhale up and cactus arms. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Engage that upper back. Inhale up and exhale down. Bring the knee to the floor and straighten the front leg. Very good. Feeling a good stretch in that hamstring in this right leg. Bring it back forward, tuck the toes, come up into high lunge, and now take the right foot back, down dog. Again, you can stay on your blocks or you can come down to the floor, whatever works best for you. And slowly walk it out. And slowly, let's begin to walk it forward. Bringing yourself back to the front of your mat. Forward fold. Slowly roll it up. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, forward fold. Now take hold of the elbows, opposite elbows, and gently rock back and forth. You can just stay in a still forward fold if this does not feel comfortable to you. Now be still in the center. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Hands on the mat. Take the right leg back. Low lunge. Again, feeling that stretch in the hip flexor of the right leg. Such a good feeling. And sit back and straighten this front leg. Really feeling that stretch in the back of the left leg. Bring it forward, up on the toe, and bring it together, feet together. Forward fold. Bring it up halfway, forward fold, and roll it up. Inhale, and exhale, forward fold. Plant the hands, and bring the left leg back. Knee to the floor, low lunge. Now let's sit back, straightening the front leg, feeling that stretch in the back of that leg. Excellent. Very good. Now bring it forward. Back up on the toe and step it forward. Forward fold. Very good. Very good stretch. Now plant the hands and step both feet back, down dog. Walk it out. Keep it still. One good stretch here. And let's bring the knees to the mat, toes together. Separate the knees wide out to the edge of the mat. Bring the hands forward and come down into child's pose. Let the chest melt into the floor. And slowly bring it back up to all fours. Knees under hips, hands under shoulders. And now lift the right hand and we're going to reach up really high, and then we're going to bring the arm through, bringing the head to the mat and feeling that stretch in the shoulder. And then bring it up, hand on the floor, and let's do the same thing on the other side. Stretch it up, and then thread it through, bringing the head to the mat. And bring it up. Hands on the floor, flat back. And cat-cow. Drop the belly, chin up. And exhale, round the back, chin to chest. Drop the belly. And again, round it. And again, drop the belly, inhale. And exhale as you round the back. And flat back. And then we're going to come to a seated position. And revisit some of the things we did at the beginning. Let's begin by some shoulder rolls. Forward, up, and back. Seeing if you can feel a difference between the same thing in the beginning and now. Do you feel a little more movement? Do you feel a little more loose? Let's reverse it. Nice. Stretch in the back. Now bring it back to neutral. Bring the hands up behind the head. Stretch those elbows back. And bring them together as you lower the head. No pulling, gentle stretch. Bring it up, elbows back. And bring them together. Lower the head. And again, bring it up. Really stretching those elbows back. Feel that upper back. Squeezing together. Bring it together and down. And bring it up and release the arms. Ear to the shoulder. Gently bring it up and other side. Remember not to scrunch the shoulders up, just keep them relaxed. Bring it up, drop it to the other side. Bring it up. And now nod yes. Gentle head nods. Forward and back. Remember to sit up straight. And now bring it back to center and shake your head no. Slowly, gently feeling that stretch out. Knowing that it's very normal to feel different on one side than the other. A little tighter maybe on one side. Opportunity to work on that muscle. And bring it back to center and a couple more shoulder rolls. Whatever feels good. Something that we've done that you just feel drawn to at the moment. Just circling it out, maybe one at a time. Just letting the body be loose. Very good. Now let's bring it down to the belly. Into Sphinx pose. Your elbows are under your shoulders. Hands are straight out in front. Don't drop down into the shoulders here, but try to lift up out of the shoulders. If you don't feel any pinching in your lower back, then this is a good pose to be in. If you feel pinching there, then you might want to lower your chest just a little into the floor. Find a place where it is comfortable and that you feel a bit of a stretch. Just holding this. Very good, very good. Now bring it down. Bring your hands back to underneath your shoulders. Deep breath. And let's press up. and roll onto your back for Savasana. As you roll onto your back, first of all, if there are any props that you would like to use, maybe it's a bolster or a blanket under your knees, maybe it's a blanket to cover up, or a blanket or pillow under your head, whatever you want to feel comfortable through your Savasana today. Feel free to get those props and get in position for a good Savasana. Thank you so much for this practice today. Thank yourself for this practice today. As you settle in on your back with your hands and arms down by your sides, begin to take some deep breaths, breathing in, and see if you can exhale just a little longer than your inhale. Maybe you breathe in to the count of 4, and you breathe out to the count of 6. Taking in some really good breaths and exhaling it out. As you continue to breathe in deeply and exhale completely, begin to let your body become heavy. Begin to release all of the muscles that might be holding on to any tension whatsoever. Let's start with the head. Let the head become heavy. Let the bones and the tissues become very heavy. If you're comfortable, let your eyes fall closed. Let the tongue release from the roof of the mouth and just let it fall where it may. Let the mouth part a little if that feels good. Let the cheeks, let the eyes, let the forehead become completely relaxed. Let the shoulders sink into the floor. Let them become heavy. Let the bones of your chest, your rib cage, sink into the floor. The upper arms are heavy, releasing any held onto tension. The forearms have gently released into the floor. The hands, the wrist, the fingers, all completely relaxed. The pelvis, the pelvic bones, your hips, your buttocks, all are completely relaxed. No tension held there. The upper thighs, the knees, the calves, the ankles, the feet, the toes, all relaxed, holding no tension. Scanning the body to pick up on any tension that might be there, that needs to be released. Give way to complete and total relaxation. Remember that coming to the mat is a way of showing gratitude and love of this body that we have been given. Be grateful for the strength that you have to come to your mat and give yourself this time to bring attention to the movement, to the poses, showing yourself love. Allow your thoughts to come and go without holding on to them. See them like sheep as you're counting sheep. Allow the thought to come up and let it pass right on by. Give yourself this time to not be thinking about what you're going to do afterwards or tomorrow. Give yourself this time here in this moment to think of nothing else, to think of nothing, to be here on your mat in this moment. Connecting with your breath, breathing in life, and exhaling all of the bad. Breathing in peace and exhaling any chaos that is in there. Finding peace and harmony in this moment. No matter what is behind you, no matter what is in front of you, in this moment, there's peace and harmony and love and support. You are grounded by the earth. You are held by the earth. You're supported. As you very, very slowly start to deepen your breathing, you might begin very gently, very slowly to start to move your fingers a little on the floor. Maybe wiggling them just a little bit, maybe making a little movement with your wrist. Very slowly starting to wake up the body just a little. Wiggle the toes. Maybe make a little circle with your ankle. Maybe flex and point your foot a little. Maybe start to make bigger circles with the wrist. You might flutter the eyes open, or you might wait as you feel the sensations of these small movements in your body just beginning to wake your body up. Maybe wiggling the legs just a little, side by side, side to side. Maybe rocking the arms a little, side to side. Maybe moving the shoulders just a little. Maybe start to move the body just a little bit, just a little bit of a wiggle. Maybe put just a slight smile on your mouth. And slowly begin to flutter your eyelids open. Very slowly roll onto your side and come up to a seated position. Take your time, no rush. As you come to a seated position, sit up tall. Bring your arms around yourself and just give yourself a hug for being here today, for bringing yourself to your mat, for loving yourself enough to give your body what it needs. And then relax your arms back to your legs. Sit up tall and take a deep breath in. And another, just a deep breath. I do thank you for coming today and practicing with me, and I hope that I will see you again. Namaste.